Okay, so this presentation is on the role of the play worker or the play and wellbeing worker. So before I talk about the role, I'm just going to give you a brief introduction to our service. We are the Play Service. We're based within education within Torvine, and we oversee a large number of play projects each year. This ranges from community play clubs to projects linked to schools to sessions on the weekend for children with disabilities. We also run family play sessions. We also do half-term and summer provisions. These can be play schemes or camps linked to schools. We also provide one-to-one support packages for children with disabilities and complex behaviours. Within the summer months, we support a large amount of community play events. And we also have a very large volunteering project. So that's a little outline of our service. So, as a play worker or play and wellbeing worker, what skills do you need? What should you be to be this role? Well, it's really important that you're enthusiastic. I think this rubs off on the other team members and on the children as well. An enthusiastic worker is always a good worker. It's really important to work as part of a team. It's really important to come together, pull together as a team, and this will affect the provision provided. A good team provides a good provision. You know, we understand not everyone is good at everything, and that's a good example of how teamwork can work. If you're not the best at dealing with parents, but you're brilliant at working with the children, that is your role. Maybe you could try a different role and learn new skills, but it's about working together and identifying the skills, who's good at what, and that makes a brilliant team. As a team player as well, you look out for other team members. If you see someone struggling, you'll go and help them out. It's really important as well to be patient and caring. These are good skills to have as a play worker, because children, you need a lot of patience and you need to have a caring attitude. It's really important you have a good rapport with children. That's one of the main ethoses of the play work. Children like you. Okay, so it's good to get on well with the children, their parents and their carers. Always be professional when speaking to parents and carers. To be reliable is a good quality to have as a play worker. You're going to be there. If you say you're going to turn up to work, you're going to be there. If you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. To be well organised. This is another good skill to have, because as a play worker you carry out a variety of roles. It's also essential to be adhering to the council's policies and procedures. This is really important because there are so many aspects of the work when working with children and young people that we need to adhere to, and these policies and procedures will be going over with you throughout training sessions, and there will also be a copy of the policies and procedures provided for you. As a play worker, it's also really good to be adaptable and creative. The fact that you can come up with a range of play activities just from having a few loose parts, a cardboard box and a ball. So, you know, it's also good as well. Children may say, let's play a game of this, and you can be adaptable. You can change at any moment and come up with a new idea for the children or play a new game. Again, it's integral that you're aware of health and safety issues to ensure that the environment is safe for the children. It's also really good to have a keen interest in children's play, to be an active supporter of every child's right to play, to recognise that through play activities you're supporting their development. As a play worker, it's great to have a really good imagination. Children love it when play workers come up with some crazy ideas. It's good to have good communication skills, to communicate with both the children, other team members, as well as other professionals. A sense of fun is also a great attribute to have, and the ability to motivate children, to get them excited, to get them inspired. That's another good skill to have. So, as a play worker or play and wellbeing worker, we're really keen at the moment on delivering play and wellbeing sessions, and the concept of delivering activities which encourage children to have positive mental and physical well-being. So when we look at play and well-being, we can link it to 5 different ways, and it's called the 5 different ways of well-being. This is connect, give, take notice, keep learning, and be active. Now, the reason we do these different types of aspects of well-being is to encourage certain skills and get positive outcomes from children and young people. So what I'm going to do is talk through the different outcomes, provide you with examples of how they benefit children and the different play activities you can deliver to meet those outcomes. So when you come to your planning, you can think, right, we're working to the 5 ways of well-being. Let's come up with some activities and see how we can link it. So if we look at the concept of connect, connect is encouraging children to socialise with others, to develop friendships, to join in and to talk to play workers and children. Now this can be done through a variety of things. So you could do circle games, you can provide props that allow children to explore their identity and concept, you can use lots of loose parts. It's about getting other children to talk, it's about getting children to sing together, it's about them making friendships. So any games at all which encourage children to play together, you will be meeting the connect outcome. Then we've got the outcome of give. That's about encouraging children to help others and to share. So you could have circle time discussions about helping others. You could come up with new games and show children how you do it. And you can get children to create new games themselves and share them with others. You could even do a litter pick around the local community. You could even get the children to do a fundraising activity. It's about giving, it's about helping others. The next outcome is take notice. So to take notice, we want children to slow down and take notice of the world around them. So you've got your nature walks, you've got your activities looking at nature, you've got circle times, discussions and reflections where they can reflect on what they've been doing. It's about running around outside, but then everyone slows down because there's a bumblebee on the grass and everyone looks at the bumblebee and talks about it. So it's just getting children to take notice and acknowledge the world going on around them, which sometimes in their busy world playing, they sometimes may miss these things. The next outcome is keep learning. So to keep learning means learning through activities, trying something new and letting them have a go at things. So this could be focusing on games which encourage numeracy and literacy skills. I mean, this doesn't have to be like school. These are fun games. So you get a ball and you start doing numbers or letters. It could be fun quizzes. It could be learning through the process of trial and error. It could be 2 children building a bridge, using large Jenga blocks from one side of the hall to the other, and you're letting them do it on their own and learning if they put the one brick the one way, it's not going to stand up, so they'll change it. They're learning through the process of trial and error. Okay, so it's also about trying new activities. It's allowing them to do cooking. Cooking can give you a wealth of skills, everything from acknowledging and learning new ingredients to weighing ingredients. So you've got your number and your math skills there. And then you've got gardening is another activity for children to learn. And then finally, the final factor is to be active. This is all about getting children up and moving around. So it can be play, yoga, games, the Daily Mile, sport, walking, dance, gardening, anything where children are up and moving. And finally, as a play worker or a play and wellbeing worker, the PLaywork principles are the golden thread throughout your practice. So a brief summary is that you let children play. You're very much a supporter of children play, and you let children play and you encourage them to play. You provide rich and varied environments for children to play. You let children direct, guide and create their own environment. As mentioned earlier, it's about letting the children explore and create the environments themselves. You can give them ideas, but you must let them guide and direct the play themselves. It's letting children have ownership of the provision, encouraging them to come up with ideas of what they want to do. It's about being a champion for children's play, supporting their right to play. It's about children exploring and taking risks within the play setting. These can be both physical and emotional risks. It's about reflecting on your practice on your own and with others. So at the end of the session, at the end of the day, you sit down with the other play workers and play wellbeing workers on your team and you reflect, how did the session go? How can we improve it? What went well? What didn't go well? So it's having these key points guided throughout your daily practice.